All right, Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts back again today with another video for you. And in today's video, we have something a little bit different here, okay? This is something we typically have not done on this channel, at least up until this point. I am a huge Walking Dead fan, okay? You see, this is a 2016 Blood Red Blend Walking Dead bottle of wine with the comic-style art on it. I've read the comics. I have seen every episode through all 10 seasons of The Walking Dead. Very, very big fan. I've played the Telltale games. I have Saints and Sinners for VR, you know, so I am like into the world, right? Now, the last couple of seasons haven't really grabbed me like the first 6, 7 of them have, all right? But I have invested 10 plus years into this series. I have to finish it. So they have just released about a week ago or so, maybe 2, season 11 on Netflix. All right. Now, I used to watch these episode by episode as they were coming out on AMC. During season 10, I missed a week, and then they usually play the last week's episode before the new one. So I missed a week, and then I missed the next week. So then I was too far. I couldn't catch back up, essentially. So I had to wait till season 10 came onto Netflix, which made it so that I would have to wait for season 11 to come onto Netflix before I can watch it. So that's why I was not able to watch the last couple of seasons as the episodes were coming out. Oh, I'm late to the party a little bit here. A lot of people have already seen season 11, but there's a lot of people who haven't since it just came out on Netflix, and they're watching this now. So let's watch it together, all right? We're going to go episode by episode. I don't know if I'll get a ton of people to watch these. You know, I'm a music reaction channel. I'm not a TV show reaction channel. So maybe people will watch, maybe not. I don't care. I want to document every episode of season 11. Okay. Like I said, I put 10 plus years into this franchise. We're going to finish it. And, you know, it's like a big chunk of my life has been dedicated to this IP. So I started watching from season 1 again about last year. I think I started this in anticipation for season 11 coming out. I wanted to get all the way back through season 10 again before this came out on Netflix. Now, I had the date wrong because I read somewhere it was supposed to come out in September of this year, not January. So I only got through season 7 and on the screen kind of here, episode 6. Okay, so I had to watch a little recap of season 10, refresh my memory. So I'm going to have like a strong recollection of the first 7 seasons. The last 3 might be spotty at best. So without further ado, though, let's bring up season 11. Go to season 11, episode 1. So apparently this is a 2-part episode. Okay, so we left off in season 10. Our group found Princess because Eugene was trying to meet Stephanie, and they're surrounded, okay, by this group of stormtrooper-looking individuals. All right, so that's kind of where we left off. So without further ado, let's get right into this episode and see what old Walking Dead has in store for us today. Let's go. There's our boy. There's Daryl. Okay, and some sort of military compound here. There's some Mission Impossible going on. Oh yeah, this is not going to end up in a bad situation at all. Okay, right off the bat, first, this feels like a lore error. All right. I understand that the walkers, when they are like really emaciated and haven't been active or eaten in a while, they do become lethargic like this. But I would think a group rappelling down from the ceiling with their carabiners clanking around, without any sort of camouflage, you know, the walker guts or anything on them, so they smell like people. I think with all that, that would have at least stirred this group of walkers. So I don't think I necessarily care for how this scene is going so far, but let's go. We'll see. Oh, come on. Come on. You do not have to synchronize kill two sleeping walkers. Like, come on. I love this show. Don't do this to me. Alright, picking up a bunch of MREs. You see what's going on. Hold on. Let's see here. Alright, so we got a bunch of those MREs. Hoisting all their goods back up to the roof or wherever they gained access from. This is unbelievable. I don't like it. I'm not liking this scene at all. Yeah, so far I am not a big fan of this opening. It goes against a lot of the established lore and the rules for the universe. And like I said, I understand that the walkers do become lethargic if they haven't eaten and they haven't been active for a long period of time. But this amount of commotion, which it isn't a lot, it's some rattling carabiners, a lock getting picked, some pulleys getting used. But that, with our group's smell, is it's unbelievable that these walkers aren't snapping to and at least starting to stir around a bit and starting to investigate and kind of, becoming interested in what's going on around them. So this is not a strong start, I don't feel like. Oh, of course. Oh, well, that's not good. Yeah, that's gonna get him going, though, actually. Okay. I can handle that. I could deal with that. Alright, so if you didn't see what happened here. Alright, so here we go. Nothing has gotten these zombies stirring yet. And Daryl's cut now. Like I said, they're not sharks, but the way and where this blood falls, yes, this would definitely elicit a response from them. Right on his face, and it starts leaking down like into around the jaw and mouth area. That makes sense. We'll let that slide. There's just no tension in these scenes with the walkers anymore. There's just zero. Unless it's just a massive amount of them, they're not really a threat. They've already figured out all the ways to take them out. They've figured out tactics. They use old school, like Spartan type tactics at times to take out large groups of them. So, if someone's going to die in this part, it's going to be a nobody. This is just not a strong opening to your final season, if you ask me. Why? You guys have bows and arrows, slingshots, melee weapons. You're not struggling. You're not getting surrounded. You're going to start picking up the M4s and trying to shoot them. Like, come on. I love this show. I love this show. This is a weak start. This is a very weak start. So like I said, absolutely zero tension in that scene. If this was like a season 3, 4 episode, you might have been scared for, our characters. At this point in the game, though, you knew that they have the tactics, they have the weaponry, they have the experience, they have the ability to stay calm. You knew that nobody was in any serious trouble. Couple that with the lore continuity errors. And for your final, the opening scene of your final season. not strong, not a strong start. I'm not impressed. And you know what? I'm a huge fan of this entire IP. So it's not hard to impress me. Okay. Like I want to be impressed. Like I'm rooting to be impressed. So give me something, a little something to be impressed by, and I will be. This is Alexandria after the war. This is their rebuilding effort. They did a good job showing the destruction. I mean, this looks totally, completely different from the pristine Alexandria that we have been seeing in the seasons past. Like this is, and look, they're using these crude materials now. Like we used to have all these houses, like legit, pre-apocalypse built homes. And now we have, they're chopping down trees as support beams, and they're making like, little wooden lean-to shacks, essentially, just trying to rebuild Alexandria. So that's interesting. I like that. I like how they show the rebuilding going on, and also that they have to kind of fall back onto more primitive structures. So they're not able to replace the pre-apocalypse built homes that they lost. Huh. This is their first meeting. Holy shit. Yep. Not happy. Maggie, not a happy camper.
Because there aren't that many of them. They're at Meridian now. There's plenty of food to feed Alexandria until we get this place back up and running again. That's why they took it. We just need to take it back.
So this is setting up the conflict then. All right. So the conflict of this season, or at least early part of this season, seems like they are going to now get into another war with a group who has taken over Maggie's community, Meridian. We'll see how that goes. Honestly, in a zombie apocalypse, this will be a recurring theme. It's always going to be fight to survive, to prosper, and then once you're prospering, you're fighting to keep other people from taking it. All right, because once you get to a spot where you're set, okay, you're farming, you got cattle or livestock of some sort, you have walls to protect you. Other people are going to see that and they're going to want it. And once they see it and they find it, they're going to try to discover the best way of going about getting you out of it. So like this has happened over and over again in the series. That's kind of what it's been about.
Once, what the hell makes this situation any different?
Duncan, Agatha, and Frost are Meridian's best fighters, and now I have them. And hopefully some of you too.
Maggie, this sounds like a suicide mission.
Well, if you don't have food, it's not gonna matter anyway.
Okay. After everything that this group has been through, after all the groups that they have come across and have ran over, okay, the governor a couple of different times, Negan, the Whispers, the Cannibals, that Joe guy on the road and his group. I mean, you have taken out groups that have very large numbers. All right, the Saviors were a huge group. Why are you acting like, she said there's probably not a lot left. They're in one community. Why are you acting like this is a suicide mission and you're fighting ghosts? Our group was always, especially with Rick, always just like, okay, well, we've beaten other people. We'll beat these guys too. To me, this group would at least, before going down this line, at least they would scout it. And they would look and be like, I don't know, that's heavily fortified. There's a bunch of different people. They have 50 cals up on the roof. I don't know how we're going to do this, Maggie. To right off the bat, having this much doubt just doesn't seem consistent to me. I didn't want this to be a video of me griping. But early on in this episode, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I don't like that. I've never not felt it with this show. So that's a little disappointing so far. But hey, maybe I'm just a little cynical right now for whatever reason, and it's going to grab me in the second half of this episode, and we'll just be on a roll for the rest of the season. Let's hope that's the case, at least. Rosita, who tried to fight the entirety of the Saviors with one bullet. All right. Essentially, she tried to take out Negan, you know, after he took all their firearms. She had found a gun with one round. And, you know, that she thought was pretty good odds. But she's refusing to kind of go along with this plan. For her character, I don't buy it. Not unless there's something that happened that I'm not remembering that caused a flip. I'm not buying it from her character, though. Just not buying it. That's a hell of a storm.
How much longer till we're through the city?
You don't get a vote, asshole! No, he's right. We need to find some shelter.
No, we don't have time!
Can't stay out in this.
Don't want to go in there?
No, I don't.
Don't give a shit. Which way?
Hey, can I talk to you?
What is that? Think we're buddies or something? Come on, boy.
All right. I understand treating Negan like a piece of shit for what he did, but at this point, he's a valuable member of your community. He was essential in taking out the Whisperers. They owe him a lot for what happened at the end of you know, that season, last season. I'm not saying you completely forgive the past, but at the same time, it's been years at this point, 6-7 years or something like that. I can't remember the timeline right off the top of my head, but I think treating him this way is not helpful. All right, it's not helpful. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. I know there's going to be tension between Maggie and him for sure. I like that. That was cool. That's some cool. If there is a God, he will have to beg for my forgiveness. Yeah, after going through, you know, all this, yeah, I'd be pretty upset about it too.
Noise actually is. That is God telling us to turn around.
I'm pretty sure he would have ran that past me first.
Good Lord, direct your one eyeball to this. Waterline mark. Floods on a regular basis like when it rains.
Yep. That creaking is water probably being held back, right?
Worse up there.
All right, so this is the group that kidnapped Eugene and that group that was going to meet Stephanie, okay? I don't know if they've officially been introduced yet. I know who they are. I'm sure about to find out if they didn't at the end of season 10 there. I don't think they did. I think they just showed them surrounding them and that was it, right?
That is my given moniker, yes.
There's no need to be nervous, Mr. Porter. Not if you're honest with us.
Those who know me to be an honorable gent. If you're inferring something from my manner of speaking, well, that's just how I roll.
Love Eugene.
Verbally, that is.
Love
We're
Eugene.
auditors for the Commonwealth.
So this is the Commonwealth. So this group is, as you can see, very well put together, very clean, very running as if nothing is wrong with the rest of the world. You know, he has a nice ballpoint pen, you know, shirt and tie, very clean, well trimmed. She's in a business suit, you know, so the Commonwealth is kind of what Rick aspired Alexandria to be. But they do have their own, definitely pros and cons, and they are a flawed community, just like all of the other ones in this show.
Highest level of schooling?
3 years at the University of North Carolina.
You didn't graduate?
I had to leave due to it.
So, no.
Okay.
History of cancer?
None.
Oh,
Tell me.
Oh, she noticed it. She notices it. So we know he does have cancer, all right? Yeah, lying, man. Come on.
Tell me about the goiter.
It's a benign growth. I've had it since childhood.
Where did you get the
Come
cash
on.
we found on you?
Cash.
$50 bill.
Tell us exactly where you got it.
What?
So when I was 15, my first job was at Missy Moose's Pizzeria. You know,
Wow. Okay.
when I cashed my
Odd
paycheck
questions.
at the bank,
Very, very odd line of questioning. You found a $2 bill on her and you're, that's weird. All right. Princess in the comic it could be kind of grating at times. And so can this actress playing her, but in a good way. In a good way. I think she pulls off Princess phenomenally. Phenomenally. She does great. She does a hell of a job pulling off. I mean, that's Princess. That is, if you took her right out of the comic, that's her. She does a great job. I really like the show character a lot better than the comic book character.
No.
How many bowel movements do you have a day?
Wow.
excuse me?
What do you use to wipe?
Pass.
Why were you at the train station?
What the fuck?
I was on the road with
Them out. They love me. I decided to stick with them.
We will hold up at
They
a
love me.
working radio.
See,
Tiffany and I made a connection. And we wanted to meet, but my
that's why I like her. that just cockiness, man. We met. They loved me. I decided to stick around.
What's the location of your settlement?
You already asked that one.
What was your highest level of educational attainment? Location of your settlement.
What settlement?
How lucky are you and why?
What?
That's the fuck kind of
Location of
question?
your settlement.
You've been standing there not saying a damn word like you the man in charge.
I'm in charge.
Do you think that I fear you?
It looks scared to me.
Ezekiel's a dead man walking, though. Ezekiel's not afraid. You don't back an already desperate man into a corner. Tell you that much. I like that
What did you do
exchange,
before the
though.
fall? Fascist crap comes so easy to you. Look at you.
Yep.
All they had to do was give you a pumpkin-colored face. And you're back to power tripping with your head up your own ass, just like before.
Damn.
think I was
Nice.
power tripping cop.
Obsessed with our medical histories. They might not
I said don't worry about it.
Why do you want to? You guys got your own shit going on. Like, why do you worry about if they're going to let Ezekiel assimilate into their community or not? You wanted to kind of go there and meet some people, whatever. I mean, meeting this group at this point after that line of questioning, I'm out. I don't need that. I don't need that shit. If you want to cooperate, do some trade, whatever, that would have been fine. But this kind of shit, no. Can't do it. Can't do it. I told you, I like Princess, man. I do.
Gotta pull the ripcord on this.
I don't even know what this place is. Does anyone else think the Commonwealth might not be real?
Yes, Yumiko, thank you. I assumed you would think otherwise, but it doesn't matter. Never mind. Time to get out. We got
No.
Oh, come on, man.
Hold on to your horses. Look,
Thinking with your wiener.
it's getting admittedly strange, and our mission shut people out from Alexandria for years. This is a test.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
to hunker down and level up. Maybe we should just get on.
Where are you taking me?
Reprocess. Okay, we gotta go.
All right, hold on.
Hey, remember?
Right, yeah. The reprocessing.
But it feels like things
I'm
are
sorry, what do you mean?
No, stop! Wait, what did I do? Taking me.
Reprocess.
Not good.
Okay, we gotta go.
I love that face. Like that face. Had to move out of the way there so you could see that. So Commonwealth's coming off pretty strong. Now, are they going to keep them the same as the comic book, or not? Is there something else going on with them? Because that is definitely a more intense introduction. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know what to think about them. I thought, knowing the comic, you think what's going to happen, how people are going to be, what the reactions are going to be. I expected this kind of tense exchange, but not to that level. Very intrusive questioning, and that Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder what exactly they're going to be in the show. I didn't see that one coming.
I am asking you, are you sure all of them were killed during the fall?
Take each one out.
Maggie, hold up.
I'll stop it.
They're in bags on the ground. I mean, they're not that dangerous necessarily. Oh, one's up. Oh no. Someone help him out, man. Nice.
Tell me, Maggie, anything in particular we should be paying attention to?
I'm real close to shoving a gag in your mouth.
Well, why don't you get up on your little tippy toes and try? Both of you.
I'm sorry, man. I fucking love Negan. I love Negan. The character's so good. You know, he pulls him off so good. The fact that you hated him so much, hated him with a passion when he was introduced in the comic and it transferred to the show. Hated the man's guts. Both medias. All right. And then everything happens and you love him. You love the guy. Like, he is, especially with Rick gone, he is hands down my favorite character.
This is a death march. And you are the goddamn Pied Piper.
Damn straight,
Now,
man.
y'all want to
Damn straight. Put it, you know, let her know, because she's been gone for a while. Maggie, you've been gone for a while. You can't just come in, okay? You might be the boss with your people, and you were kind of the boss of Hilltop before you left. You got to take a back seat here, lady. All right? Yeah, you know where to go. This is your expedition or whatever, but these aren't your people really anymore. Some of them are. You know, but the way Alexandria and the Hilltop have worked since she's left, it's been collaborative. She's not being collaborative at all. You know, when Rick was in spot, there was a time where it was, you know, it's my way or the highway. It had to be that way for a little while, but things evolved and their thought processes changed, and they decided that, you know, we need a council and we need to make decisions as a group and put our heads together and agree, at least, you know, in a majority sense on what we're doing. So for her to come in and just automatically be calling shots, okay, it probably is rubbing a lot of people the wrong way, but since Negan's the one who's speaking out on it, they're not going to take his side.
He's a dick, but he makes sense.
Yeah, we shouldn't have. We're not splitting up. It ain't up to you. Buddy. If we get through this, I'm not coming back. She'll find a way. She'll find a reason. She'll do it herself.
Yep.
Away from the prying eyes of Alexandria. Here in the jungle.
It's absolutely right.
I thought you were in on it. I did. Let's see, I can tell from that glazed look in your eye. You didn't have a clue. None of you did.
You're paranoid.
And that's grimy. That's grimy. Like, if she really, truly has endangered all of them in an attempt to have Negan accidentally get killed on this excursion, she's pretty far gone, man. She is pretty far gone. Yeah, she's ruthless, okay? But she wouldn't do it like this. She wouldn't do it like this. You know, she would do it quietly, by herself, to his face, to his back even, maybe. I mean, but it would only risk her. She would only put herself at risk, not all these other people.
Her head living rent-free.
Oh, God.
Lady, me dying on your terms?
Man.
It ain't happening. Because I am not going to let you drag me through the mud, filth, and slime to put me down like a dog. Like Glenn was.
Oh! Oh my God! No! Oh, Negan, you had the audience, man. You had... Negan, you had them, man. You had everybody. You had them leaning your way. You were about to take power and control of the situation. And you drop a like a dog like Glenn was. Jesus, dude. That's ruthless. Ruthless. That's why I love the guy, though.
We're down here because up top is death. We're moving fast because our kids are starving. And I'm calling the shots because that's how everyone voted. As for killing you, it's always on my mind. I'm not gonna tell you that you're wrong about me because you aren't. A woman who lived 6 years ago is
6 years. All right, so I knew it was 6 or 7 years. All right, so this episode's picking up. It's picking up. This second half of this episode's been a hell of a lot better than the first.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Princess is already figuring out their routines and whatnot.
Are you taking those two?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know.
This is bullshit. We have rights.
Reprocessing.
Move along.
Ah, I see what they did. All right, pulling the old Star Wars.
Wall of the Lost.
We have a straight shot to the back gate, but we gotta go now.
Here we go.
Let's go, let's go.
Oh. Mira. Isn't that you?
Somebody she knows is here. Somebody she knows is in the Commonwealth. Put her picture up on the wall. She's gonna want to stay now. Tommy. Tommy's her sister. Okay. Yep. So her sister's there. She's staying now. So they're not gonna leave.
I have to stay.
Yep. Yeah, it's not good. There's a lot coming at you now.
All right, cut them off. We'll clear the rest.
Can we get around it?
Yeah, this feels like this is deliberately set up. The way they have it blocked on the sides and everything. Of course, he's going after dog. Gotta go after dog. Here's what's about to happen. She's gonna hit to the top. Walkers are gonna grab her legs. Negan's gonna grab her, pull her up to save her. She's not gonna be grateful. Yep, there's the foot. There's Negan. Oh, no. What? No. I mean, she's not going to be dead. No. Oh, that's how they're ending it. Oh. Okay. 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 I like that. I like that. I like that. I did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. I thought for sure he was grabbing her and pulling her up. Unless he, like, went to grab something to help him. Like, you know, next episode's going to start off with him throwing her a rope or a ladder or something like that. That's a bad move, man. You had a chance, again, to make a lot of things right. Or at least show some, you know, extend the olive branch. Um, yeah, it's gonna be an issue. Overall, I thought it was a slow to start episode. I thought, the first half of it was nonsense. Breaking the lore, you're not necessarily lore, like the rules of the world. All right, did not sit well with me in that first scene. It was a weak way to start an episode. Some of the character interactions at Alexandria, specifically Rosita, and how the group responded to Maggie wanting to go on this expedition, didn't seem to fit with the personalities of the characters. It's just not how they would react in that situation. So I thought that the first half an hour of it was bad, and like I could deal with slow. Slow is not a problem. I like slow sometimes. It just didn't feel like the same show with the same characters for now. Once we got to the Commonwealth, and once they got down into that subway station or train, subway or whatever, it picked up. It felt like The Walking Dead again. Negan was Negan. I thought the Commonwealth was really interesting. I really liked the character interactions there. Princess, I thought, really stole that. A lot of people find her annoying or whatever. I don't. She's perfect, man. Perfect for this show, based on her comic book counterpart. So yeah, I thought it was overall it wasn't the best, season premiere in the history of the show, not by a long shot. Probably one of the weakest. If I gave it a score out of 10, that was a 6.5. 6.5. I can't go 7. The first half an hour I can't go like anything over a 6.5. I thought it ended very strong though. And the ending with that cliffhanger, I like that. It's not what I expected there, so we'll take it. But I thought they turned it around. It was a plot building, character building episode. Not a ton of action. They're just kind of setting up the pace and the plot points for the season. There's going to be friction between Negan and Maggie. We already see that. There's going to be a battle for these resources at Meridian. And our group's going to try to figure out what's going on at Commonwealth. They're going to end up staying, and they're either going to have to play ball and see if they can, get through the assessments and become part of the community, or, if, what else is going to go on there. I don't know. Is the Commonwealth the good guys? Are they another bad group? Are they, like I said, they're a flawed community, and we'll find out. If they stick with the comic, we'll find out why. But yeah, it's very interesting so far. And they're having Yumiko take Michonne's role, okay, in this arc. I could see that already set up with her being a lawyer and everything. And that's going to come into play, I 100% guarantee, because they wouldn't have set it up and had her talking about being a lawyer and all that. And yes, her entire arc actually, from the Commonwealth to the end of that episode, is Michonne's from the almost verbatim Michonne's from the comic book. So, see how it all shakes out down the line. But yeah, that'll do it. That'll be the first episode of season 11 of The Walking Dead. Well, that'll do it. That'll be the reaction. Middle-aged white guy is out. Peace.